Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, good morning, everybody. Joseph here. Got my coffee ready. Was that a simultaneous sip? I don't know. What's up? Morning, everybody. Oh, shut up. Well, good to know. Today I'm gonna talk a bit about Slaughter Squad, the history of Slaughter Squad. So if you don't know, I'm making a comic called Slaughter Squad, and it's about a team of escaped livestock who are trying to overthrow the state of Texas. And you have the leader, Kilgore, and you've got Willard the pig, Daisy the cow, and this is something this is actually a sequel to something I created years ago. I made a Flash game called Kilgore almost 10 years ago, and then I made an animated short. So I'm going to show you guys, found this Let's Play. Somebody's playing Kilgore, and it's a beat 'em up. It's an action game, and there's some shooting in there. So I made this game right after I finished college, and I worked with a programmer, this Russian guy named Sergey, and we put this on. See, we got sponsored by. Is that what we got sponsored by? Free Addicting Games. And then we put it on all the sites. We put it on Newgrounds and Congregate, and then it got like pirated and put on a bunch of other random sites that I never heard of. And I actually started working on a sequel that never got released. Let's do it like this. There we go. Yeah, and there's Willard. We had an upgrade system. And it was okay. It had its issues. Pardon my cough. Still kind of sick. Coffee's probably not helping. But I can't stop drinking coffee. And then here, let me show you. I actually have the game here. Let me try and set this up. I think I have to do. Can you do application window? Yeah, here we go. Boom. So this is the prototype for Kilgore 2, and it was never released, but it was really awesome. I was working with another program named Hector, this guy from Mexico, and it has the same controls. It's punch, jump, block, and shoot. But we added a bunch of new moves. And you still got the uppercut, and that we changed that low attack. And then he's got we added a bunch of like air attacks, kind of like Smash Brothers. You can go. There's an up and a down attack, and then we upgraded the charge attack. He's got a bunch of new moves that he can do. He's got long jump, Boom! 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 He's got a short. You can. Ooh. 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 He's got a. We added this rage mode where he hulks out. He's got this special attack where he shoots in all directions. He's got this move. Boom! He's got a super move. Yeah, so this is way better, but Flash just couldn't handle it. This was made like 6-7 years ago. Flash just sucks. Like it can't handle. It couldn't handle the animations. Like I tried to optimize it as much as possible, but there's just too many animations, too many characters, and we talked about maybe porting it to Unity or something, but the guy I was working with, Hector, he's Flash only. And he wasn't really interested in learning Unity, so we put it on the back burner, and I just kind of moved on, focused on doing animation for a while. But then after that, I decided to do an animated short. Let me see. Let me show you that. And a friend of mine who's got a pretty big YouTube channel, he put it on there, and we got 44,000 views. Pretty good. I don't think the audio is working here. Can't figure out the audio on StreamYard. I don't know. I uploaded this to my own YouTube channel, so you can, if you guys want to check it out, just go to my page and chickadee check it out. Yeah, so this is I started expanding on the story, and then you get a little bit of the backstory. You see Mr. Evil, the big bad guy. And I did the voices. I did all the voices on this too. Not a voice actor, but I couldn't afford to hire anybody, so I had to do it myself. And this took about maybe altogether 6 months, but kind of spread out over a year because I was working, and animation takes a long time, a lot of work. It's very time consuming. And towards the end, I was like, I just need to get this done. I started taking shortcuts, maybe not the best animation. Ideally, I would have like a team of people, and we could really crank stuff out, but animation is expensive. So that's Kilgore. So this is how it all started, and then this was like, I guess this was about 6 years ago when I did the cartoon. The game was about 10 years ago almost. And over that time, I've just been kind of writing and coming up with ideas for stories, and that's when I decided to do. The comic. So this comic is going to expand on Kilgore, and now he's got a team, the Slaughter Squad. So I decided, change the name. It's not just Kilgore anymore. It's the Slaughter Squad. And they're going to take on the governor of Texas, who's got an army of slaughter bots. They're going to get in a fight with Mexican cartels, chupacabras. There's going to be some alien abductions and possibly some probings. This is going to be an 8-part series, so I'm kind of thinking of this as like the first season, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be some crazy stuff. It's gonna get bloody. There's gonna be some gore. There's gonna be some dark humor, and it's gonna be fun. So link in the description. Go to Indiegogo. Sign up for updates. We got a few people that signed up already. Thanks to everybody who signed up. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna do something for the people who sign up. Some kind of I don't know, a secret tier or something. Get like a discount, and I'll probably send a preview, a little something before we launch. So stay tuned. Yeah, I'm not gonna spam you guys with crap. Don't worry. And how about I show you? I dug up the old animation file. I'll show you guys that. Just a moment. I can't share that. I can't. Okay. Boom. All right. Here's the old FLA. So these are all the animations from the game. Excuse me. All the animations from the game. And it's kind of inspired by old school beat 'em up Street Fighter. It's got Shoryuken, it's got all punch and kicks, and he's also got guns. He's got his charge attack. All right, so this one is an obvious homage to Tex Avery. I just threw that in there. He hulks out. Yeah, I haven't used Flash in so long. Hold on, let me set it to loop. Where's the loop thing? Oh, okay. Loop. Good old Flash. Actually, I don't like Flash anymore. Special attacker. Should I set the frame rate? Yes. Will I change the frame rate again? I don't remember how to do that. Let me set it to 12 so you guys can see it a little better. Please, come fast. So this is how it all started. This is it started as a Flash game, and it's just kind of expanded from there. He's got his trusty M60 machine gun. It's the same gun Rambo uses in the movies, in the original movies. He's got a little boxing stance, walking. Yeah, the original idea, it was just kind of a joke. Actually, wait, I can show you before. I did like a little short animation. I think that's what I did. Around the same time I was doing the Flash game, I made like a little intro. I'm gonna have to dig that up. Anyways, that's that. how about I do a bit of drawing? I'm making some good progress on the line work. And hold up, let me set this up. Ooh. Yeah, I got some time. I'll do some drawing for a bit. Do some inking, and then I'm going on a podcast. Is it a podcast or is it a pre-recorded thing? Stream? I don't know. I'm gonna hang out with Will the Heroic at a couple hours. Un momento. It's taking a while. Oh, there it is. Let me share Clip Studio, my favorite new drawing program. It's the best. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do this one. So, almost done inking this page. This is fun. Kilgore and this is a new character, Jasper. They're gonna face off. Jasper challenges Kilgore's authority. What does he say? Dad made you boss. Show me what you got, Susie. And they square off. They put on the boxing gloves. They cork their horns because they aren't savages. I drew the pupil there. That's supposed to be the eye patch. Oh yeah, I flipped that. I think I had it flipped the other way originally. I flip this panel around to get better, get the correct screen direction or flow, whatever. So I'm just, I don't know, I'm for Slaughter's Squad, I'm trying to keep the line work pretty simple, pretty clean, trying to make it look like it's for animation. I'm invoking sort of golden age Looney Tunes, Warner Brothers type stuff, kind of like Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy was a big inspiration. I disavow John Kay, though. He's a weirdo. Lots of stories I've heard from a few people who've worked with him about how creepy he is. I haven't had the pleasure of working with John Kay, so I can neither confirm nor deny. I should say allegedly. He hasn't been prosecuted or anything, as far as I know. Gotta get those guns. The guns are very important. Killer's gotta have the big guns. He is a beefcake. 80s style. He's an 80s style beefcake. Like Stallone or more like Arnold in his prime. He's just freaking huge. He's on steroids. It's no secret. He's juicing. But he doesn't have much of a choice because he was castrated. So he's got to replace his source of testosterone if he wants to stay in the fight. Speaking of testosterone, have you guys seen those manscaping ads? I've been seeing a lot of these manscaping ads popping up, and that is low T to me. Manscaping is very low T. You know, I'm old-fashioned, I guess. You know, bourbon, cigars, and hairy balls. That's what makes a man. Big, hairy balls. Let's get some veins in there. How's that look? Looks pretty good. Oh yeah. I need to get the scars in there. Gotta pull up some reference for that. He's got a bunch of scars on his chest. They didn't just cut off his balls. They took out his eye, they cut him up. He got jacked up. He got seriously effed up, and that's why he's so pissed. Understandably so. You'd be pissed too. But, he's going to have a kind of an arc. He's going to learn to, he's going to kind of overcome the anger and rise, kind of rise above it, and kind of channel his anger into something positive, And really, this story is it's an allegory. It's kind of like Animal Farm. This isn't some political. I don't know, maybe it is, but it's not. This isn't a pro-vegan story. Like I don't advocate veganism. I don't think even Kilgore would advocate veganism himself. He's not opposed to carnivores, doing what they naturally do. It's more factory farming is the issue, and locking up animals and feeding them in captivity, and all the stuff that goes on in factory farming. I'm not necessarily a fan of factory farming, but I'm also not opposed to eating meat. I just think maybe I think people could probably eat a little less meat, and maybe if people had to kill their own food, they would be eating less meat. So I think people should have to hunt, kill, and clean their own food. They should have to work for it. And I think Kilgore would agree with that. It's like, if you can kill them with your bare hands, fine, but you have to kill them with your bare hands. It's not going to be easy. You got to earn it. So Kilgore has like a code of honor about this. Gotta draw the butt cheeks. Let's see. Yeah. Jasper has a little kink in his tail. His tail's broken. I try to give every character has some kind of injury, and try to give him a unique injury. Like if you look at Willard, he's got a nasty scar on his neck. That's from someone trying to chop his head off with a chainsaw. And they almost did it. They got about halfway through. But yeah, Willard survived that. Tough son of a bitch. Should be that way. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's got a bandana wrapped around his arm. Go something like that. Yeah. Just got a little knot there. And that goes right behind the tricep. Yeah, gotta draw his hair. He's got a little tuft of hair. So oh yeah, it goes a little bit behind. He's supposed to be a bit shorter. I should fix that. He's a little too tall here. That will do. Oh, and when you do his brand, he's got a W. Kilgore's got an R with a circle around it. I think I wrote down somewhere. It's not really important, but they're from different farms. Oh yeah, gotta draw his tail. Look at this stupid goat. I like this rooster. Might bring him back. I should bring him back for the next one. So some excuse me. In future stories, we're gonna be introducing more and more of these side characters. Like what's going to happen is they're training these guys. They're training an army, right? And basically the squad, the members are going to become like, they're going to create their own squads and become like commanders, and they're going to have their own teams, and there's going to be a big huge battle at the end. It's going to be an epic battle. Not too crazy, I guess. I don't know. I haven't finished writing that script, but there's gonna be a big climax. It's gonna be cool. So some of these guys might show up and become more prominent characters. We'll see. The line way in the center. I need to change the angle on these foots. I should look at Big Bird for reference. Got a big claw in the back. Ugh, sun's all up on my face. The sun is rising. Let's see. That is a cloven hoof. That's a pig here. So they're building a diverse army. We got chickens, pigs, cows, horses, goats. Look at this goofball. Look at this soy boy. We got a soy pig. He hasn't been initiated yet. He's not used to these levels of violence. I don't know if he's gonna cut it. I don't know if he's gonna get through training. He might wash out. You know, there's a rule in the Slaughter Squad Army. I guess the Slaughter Army. I don't know. Kilgore's army. You gotta contribute. You gotta pull your weight, and if you don't, you're out. You are on your own. You'll be exiled, and that might become a plot line later. You might exile some of these guys, and they come back disgruntled, try and take them down. Maybe go and defect to the enemy. Soy boy. And this horse is like, no, sir, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Definitely, it's definitely inspired by John Kay. I don't know. I guess I couldn't really help it when I'm drawing these horses. Can't help it. I change around a little bit, I think. And this guy's just loving it. He's got bloodlust. Yeah, he needs to be like really into it. This guy's a savage. Yeah, so I'm trying to make every animal a little bit different. You know, I change the shape of, like for the cows, I'll change the horn, change the ear shape a little bit, have it turned slightly different way. But they do kind of have the basic the same basic body type, and kind of like the Looney Tunes anthropomorphic, vaguely humanoid shape. It's 9 o'clock. We're gonna wrap it up soon. This guy's like, what the? What the? No, he's more like, what? 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 This guy is low IQ. Most of the cows are low IQ. I mean, even Kilgore, he's not a genius. His strength is, his aggression, his drive, determination. That's what makes him a good leader. Not necessarily his intelligence. And at this stage in their revolution, I guess they need that more than anything, a strong, charismatic leader. And but he has Willard, who's kind of the brains, and he's like his close confidant. He advises him a lot. And they're good friends. Got the body here. I should probably put a little bit of his head there. Just so you can tell should be a head attached probably. You know what? I'm gonna give him silly teeth. Give him buck teeth. Yeah. I don't think I've given any characters buck teeth yet. Change up his horns a bit. Oh. Autosave? What was that? Yeah, my computer's been acting a little crazy lately. I've gotten a few blue screens. Need to take it in to the shop. It's getting a bit old. It's like, I don't know, 5 years old. Is it time to upgrade? I hope not. I'm broke. Can't afford to upgrade at the moment. Just hold out on me a little bit longer, computer. Just a little bit longer. Let's see. And then we got another chicken here. Let me increase the line weight. And his eyes are bugging out. What the? So each animal, each of the different species kind of have general personality traits. The bulls are, or the cows are not necessarily the brightest, but they make up for it in strength and determination. They're hard-headed, bull-headed, very determined, very driven. So that's kind of the reason why Kilgore is taking the lead. He's the leader type. And then the pigs are probably the smartest of the bunch. They tend, as in real life, they have higher IQs. They're usually good strategists. They make a little more technical. They're like the techies usually. And the chickens are, well, the female chickens are a little nuts, temperamental, crazy, and the roosters too. The roosters are the alpha. They're a bit alpha, but they're still a bit wacky. And the goats are just kind of retarded. I'm just gonna make the goats look. They're a little slow, but they mean well, and they sometimes just start screaming for no reason. Should all the goats be wall-eyed? Maybe. Probably. I guess the goats. Well, and goats can be quite aggressive too, right? You see those? They get territorial. They'll start headbutting and stuff. But they're also kind of retarded. Actually, I guess goats have cloven hooves, don't they? Do they have cloven hooves? How does a goat hoof look like? I don't know. I'm too lazy to look up reference right now. I'll check that later. Maybe this one is not so retarded. He's got the goatee. Concerned. This is a concerned goat. Horsey over over that goat. That's kind of a tangent. Like that. Let me do like this. Bring the shoulder up a little bit. It's a tricky spot. I got all these overlapping characters. It's kind of tough to avoid the tangents. I'm gonna try. Let me fix this part. I don't like that either. I'm going to point it, the tip of his tail down. Less. That might be better. Yeah. Don't want it competing with the goatee. All right, I should get going. I think that's enough for today. I'll finish this up next time. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Please go to Indiegogo and sign up. Sign up for Slaughter Squad, coming soon. It's going to be 48 pages, double feature. It's 2 stories, 2 24-page stories. That makes 48 pages, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. Thanks again for tuning in, and catch you guys next time. Peace out.